Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Birra Del Borgo in Italy. Craft beer called Agua Caliente. 7.5% ABV. It's got the American Wild West as a picture. So it's going to be a West Coast style IPA. There's the Birra Del Borgo classic cap. Orange cap with a white castle on the cap. BirraDelBorgo.it. Check them out. But the reason I seen this on a website and the reason I picked it up is because bit of overspill. But the reason I picked this up is because I am a big fan of Birra Del Borgo's beers. Reviewed a lot of their kind of summer IPA style beers a couple of years ago and it was absolutely fantastic. But this beer in the glass, it looks smashing again. It's a 2-finger slightly off-white head. It's a deep golden coloured ale to look at. Nice and kind of clear. It's got a little haze to it, but I mean these IPAs generally do. Loads of raging carbonation going on in the glass. Looks lovely. I'm going to get a nose on this beer then. Definite kind of grapefruity, hoppy characters to the beer. Bit of mango in there, but for me, I'm picking up sweet malt. And a floralness. It's got a definite floralness to the beer, but it's all about the tasting. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Okay. It's a mellow beer. You'd expect all these big, rasping, fruity sensations to come raging on, but it gives you a sense of that up front. But it's more of a fruity bitterness that carries this beer through. It's very sweet with the malt, lovely sweet, biscuity, malty character to it. Along with that bitterness, it's a big kind of fight for me. 7.5%, it's kind of pushing double IPA territory. So it's a big kind of American hop fight with the bitterness and a big sweet malt fight. So it's a big balancing act going on between bitter and sweet. It works. It works. It's just probably going to take a little bit of getting used to. Mango, grapefruit, and then that rasping bitterness, and then the sweet malt, and then it goes back to being bitter. It's nice. It's a nice beer. I was going to come to a but, and here's the but. But I still remember the Re-Ale and the Re-Ale Extra. They were absolutely mesmerizing beers. They were out of this world, top quality fresh IPAs, and it may be that this beer has probably or might have been sitting at the online beer store a little bit too long. maybe. I think the hops might be a little bit old. It would be really interesting to grab hold of a fresh bottle of this. It might be fresh. There's no kind of date anywhere of no, there's no date at all. Oh, 2015. So it's 2013. It's got 2 years left on the date. But so if you're watching in the UK, there's a certain number of you guys out there who watch my channel. You kind of know when these beers hit the UK. So guys, put your comments in the comments box. When did this IPA hit the shores? And more importantly, is it fresh or is it a little bit old? It's lovely, it's got amazing flavours, but it just doesn't kind of punch. It doesn't punch you like some of these big IPAs. I've just reviewed a 4.7% IPA, or a pale ale from America, and it was absolutely wonderful beer. And that had a lot more kind of fruity, fresh characters to the beer. I kind of review in order of kind of style and ABV. So I thought to myself, right, I'll review the 4.7% beer first. I'll leave the 7.5% beer till second. They're both IPAs. This kind of should be punching me a little bit more than the 4.7% kind of pale ale IPA that I reviewed earlier, but it just doesn't. And I'm not saying it's a bad beer for any minute, for 1 minute. What I'm saying is that it's a lovely IPA. It's full, it's hoppy, it's malty, but that kind of balance between hops and malt, that for me, I think if it was an absolutely fresh beer, the hops would be kind of outweighing the malt characters a little bit. But it's got a little bit of a white wine character to the beer. It's a little bit vinous. It's a very, very good beer. I'm not saying it's a terrible beer. I'm not saying it's an average beer. It's a good beer. It's just, I wish I reviewed the 4.7% beer later on. For me then, Birra Del Borgo Agua Caliente, or Caliente. My father-in-law's Italian, so he'll probably shoot me for the pronunciation, but I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 with this. 7 out of 10 from the Real Ale Guide. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to my daily beer reviews. Cheers.